this because I suddenly realised I could get some Workman prints up for you. So I just popped downstairs and got them out of the archive, and it's so amazing. So things like that, which is, you know, the actual Porchester Hall balls. So there's so much stuff. This is Mr. Gay Britain, 1986. So and this is so great because it ties in completely with the Miss World stuff. Sorry, I didn't mean to start.
No, go for it. Honestly, this is great.
This is Porchester Hall again. This is the Valentine's Ball winners. Haven't got the date on it, but looks to me in the 70s. So it's describing it here in this really atmospheric way. You know, the lights dimmed, a trio of trumpets sounded the fanfare, and out through a hushed crowd stepped the winner of Miss Female Impersonator International. So you get this idea of a real scene taking place, and you can get the detail of what it was like for the people who were there. And then you've got lots of information, these calendars for Jean Fredericks' different activities, because he did so much. The Aquarius Love Ball there in February, movie personality, drag or casual, and that's important because a lot of people turned up who weren't in drag, just there to soak up the atmosphere, and you can see that from the photographs, which is really exciting too. So you've got these people in these fabulous costumes and then these kind of really dull-looking men in just a sort of 1970s suit. So then you just see all of this stuff here, as I say, news on the Jean Fredericks front. So you get a real sense there that Jean Fredericks was the kind of celebrity face of the drag balls. Jean Fredericks was such an interesting character. Spent time on the drag scene in America, was a musician and performer, and very, very entertaining and funny. Mm-hmm. So that's why he's kind of front and centre in all of these. You can see it's almost like his invitation to the ball. So he is like, you know, the Devonshire House. He is Lady Devonshire, inviting everybody to these balls. And then this one here, where you've got the fancy dress rave again, drag. Fascinating scene, but also to get those glimpses, because to try to find diversity in among these materials is a real challenge, because you can see stuff in photographs that make it clear that there were mixed crowds in these places, and it wasn't just white people, but how do you find those voices? How you know, it's really, that's the challenge with all of this stuff. It's a drag in the London pubs. These are all the spaces, not all of them, but these are the main places you can see drag in London. They're listed there, you know, that it's this quite open. So when you talk about an underground scene, and that's what one would expect. There's this magazine here where everything's listed. These two finished with a very good double act, which the audience really went wild about. And then again, Jean Fredericks mentioned here, so constantly in the cabaret tidbits you get Jean Fredericks talked about. But I mean, this as well is just fantastic. And then some of the protest stuff as well, so this is a lot of music about the racism.
No, that's him. So during his time at Gay News, so he started at Gay News in 1975.
Yeah.
Basically, the story is he lived down the road from the Gay News offices and realised he did, and thought, oh, you know, I like photography and stuff like that. So dropped in a few samples into the Gay News office and got the job as the staff photographer. Wow. And they were like, oh yeah, do you want to come and work and do a few things, and ended up sort of in-house as part of the staff, and then went off and captured all these pride marches and celebrities that came over and events, and basically any story that they would do on Gay News, they'd go, Bob, off you go. This is Bob's writing here as well, you can see. And then he did these quite amazing stories as well, people like us. So you'll see lots of ones where he just has random people with Gay News is sitting around and stuff like this, over breakfast. So he was at all the prides from sort of 1974 or 5 onwards.
That's a beautiful photo.
And Pride 82 when it actually bailed down the rain. It's been like a real gift to historians, but to the LGBT community generally, really, because it gives us this amazing pictorial record of gay life in that period. But I think it's unparalleled, really, for that time. And Bob's so wonderfully modest about it all. It's like I just took pictures. It's like, well, no, you actually telling the history of LGBTQ prosperity at that time, pictorially. So, an amazing legacy is left for us all to look at.
Once you're inside, you're safe, but even leaving, you would know on a night bus home or whatever, you wouldn't feel safe anymore. So it was these particular spaces, and maybe that's why they were so popular as well, because that's what, when you read about the Porchester balls, it does seem that friendliness and openness, and that everybody was welcome, I think was really an important part of it, because that was why people who weren't even part of that scene would go along, because it was somewhere that felt safe and friendly, and how exciting and fabulous compared to the kind of drunken culture. Otherwise, it was often very aggressive.